Welcome to episode 105 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. I'm in town, but we couldn't get together this week to record in person. So
No, we can,
I'm in my basement.
I'm in my room as usual.
I'm not in a random hotel. I actually know where I'm at today.
You do, where are you?
My house
In the basement,
in the basement.
in your bedroom.
I know my address and everything this week.
That's good. You don't need me or Casey to tell you where
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, it's always fun when I order things delivered to a hotel and I got to figure out what the address is and hope I guessed right.
Yeah, hope it doesn't end up 2 blocks away.
Or in South Texas or something. You never know. You know what I ate this week for the first time in a long time, like years and years? I was trying
Was it?
I was trying to save money this week and not go out every night and pay $40 for dinner and dessert and
Yeah.
steak and everything. I had Chef Boyardee ravioli.
I do you remember those commercials as a kid?
No, I don't. Everybody was asking me all week about these. I don't
What?
remember that where the can rolled down the street. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anytime I hear Chef Boyardee, I always think of the commercials that would be on like Disney Channel or Cartoon Network. Like that, I get a bunch of like TikToks of like, oh, POV, you're a kid in like the early
I love
2000s. And
those.
that was one of them.
I love those TikToks.
It makes me sad.
It
Like, I'm
does.
not joking. One time I had such a bad day. And I was just on my phone and one of those came up and I started crying because I
Never
was like,
cry
I don't
either.
want to be an adult.
You never cry.
No, I was just having a really bad day. It was also probably that time of the month. So that probably
Okay.
kicked in too.
Say, I think I've heard of you crying like once, and I've seen it once.
Yeah. Well, you seen it once because that was like 3 minutes after a breakup.
You
That's
wouldn't let
like a
me in for three. It
giveaway.
was like
That
6 minutes. You
that's
wouldn't
a
let us in.
giveaway
You wouldn't let us in
crying
for the first five.
because I was actively breaking up. You knocked on my door as it was happening, you and Casey.
We were doing a wellness check. We were worried about you.
Yet the bonus check was my ex saying, I don't think, or what the fuck did he say? He was like, we shouldn't date anymore, or like, I don't want to be with you anymore, or something like that. It was like a bullshit reason.
I don't. It's still weird how like
Have
that.
you ever talked about that on here?
This is your story to tell. Like you don't have to get
I
into
feel
it
like
if you
we
don't want
might
to.
have touched on it a little bit.
So we were hanging out one night with Casey, and you were still dating your ex, and
This was,
me and him
this
knew it
was,
was ending that night.
no, because we came back from a Mizzou that day.
Yeah, and somehow we suckered Casey into going to dinner with us.
Yeah, because we got back like around dinner time.
Yeah, so me and him knew something was up. We knew it.
Well, something had been up all
We don't need
week
to get
because
into like the actual details of the breakup unless you
of
want,
the,
because that's pretty personal.
well,
We
I knew
don't.
something I knew something was going on while we were at
Yeah,
Mizzou.
yeah.
There's some
There were some red flags.
sketchy activity going on.
So, um, we get back from Mizzou. We meet up with Casey. We went to see separate people in Mizzou, but we all hung out. Uh,
Yes.
we talked that to death though. We
Like,
get back
continue. We're at Gingham's with
and
Casey.
something was off. Like me and him could both feel it, and the two of us are not the most social adept
Well, I could
people.
feel it too because my now ex had turned his location off, so I couldn't see it.
Sketchy.
And I found that out while we were at dinner because I checked
No, you
location.
found out in Columbia.
No, we
Oh,
were
you did. You're
watching
right.
his location.
You're right.
We
Yeah.
had his location on the fucking TV, airplaying from my phone on the TV, and all four of us were just watching him.
I was not involved in that.
You were in the room.
I was not involved in tracking
You were
him.
in the room.
And I told you it was weird.
But it was a three against one because you were the only guy. Three of us girls were like, no, we were watching
I
this.
think I told y'all were crazy.
Yeah, and then your friend was like, no, I would do the same thing.
He has done that.
Every girl has.
Anyway.
But
So,
he turned his location off, and I was freaking out at dinner because I'm like, I need to talk to him tonight. Like, there's no way I'm gonna like sleep through the night and not like think about this or that things are just gonna like go back to normal tomorrow.
right. So we go back, we drop you off, or you drove, I think.
I
And
drove
it was the one time you actually drove.
I drove you because we met Casey.
Yeah, we met Casey drove me back. You went back to your room, and we said we were gonna go for a walk, and you just all of a sudden stopped responding to us. And that's when me and
Well,
Casey were like, something's not right. We're gonna go over there. So
because I was first I knocked on my ex's door because we lived in the same dorm building. So I knocked, heard him shuffle around, and then I think he realized it was me and did not open the door. So then I was like, we need to fucking talk. So I tried calling him, did not pick up at all. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if his car is here, like at the building, and see if he's actually here or if I just heard like his suite mate or someone else in the hall.
right.
Saw his car and yeah, you continue because you guys came in kind of like
So we were gonna go walk around campus because it was nice out. We were trying to get you to come with us.
yeah,
Trying to get you to clear your mind because you were stressed out. So we don't know anything was going on because you won't answer your phone. You said you were in the shower and then something else, and
which I was.
I don't. Did you didn't
I did get
answer?
out of the shower.
I don't know exactly what happened. So we walk over there, and we had a bad feeling. And I learned that day it's fairly difficult to get into a building that you don't live in on campus, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good. We got in. We did it. We we
Hmm.
were able to get in. We didn't break in or anything. Somebody let us in.
No.
We were allowed to be in there. So we get
Which
in.
I did not know you guys were coming over because
You
I
didn't answer your
had,
phone.
well,
We told
because
you we were
well,
actually.
you were texting me. I had you and Casey text me. I had Abby text
I know.
me as I'm sitting on my bed. My ex-boyfriend is across the room from me, and I'm like fucking grilling his ass, and he's like, I just don't think we should like be together, or like, I just don't. He said something like, I don't want to date anymore, or something like a bullshit excuse like that.
We were
And
worried
I'm like,
about you.
I was like, no, something else is going on. You just quote, he thought about it for 20 hours. That time will always stick in my fucking mind because that's some bullshit. Because I thought about it for 20 hours and I just don't think we should date anymore. That's exactly what he said. And I was like, what fucking bullshit are you on right now? And then he panicked because you and Casey got
Hold on,
in
hold on.
the building.
Let me get to this part.
No.
We missed a whole bunch of steps here. Uh, I was on the phone with your friend
Hmm.
because we were all three worried about you. I don't know why we all three had a feeling that something was off and we had to investigate. So
Because
I go up to your door and I start banging on your door. I'm not crazy or anything, but I was knocking on your door while I was on
mhm.
the phone with your friend in case he was there.
And you guys knocked on the door while mid breakup,
Yeah, we didn't know that.
and my ex-boyfriend, panicked because I had called my friend Abby and other friend Tati. And Tati goes, she was like, yeah, something's like wrong. And my ex was not responding to anything I was saying. Tati goes, let me text them. She basically told him, hey,
Call your
we're
girlfriend.
worried about you. if you don't like respond to Emily, I'm gonna call public safety to come do a wellness check on you.
Well,
And that's when he
and
showed up.
his dumbass
So
thought public safety was coming to check on him in your room.
pretty much, because when you guys banged on the door, he thought it was public safety because I didn't get to the point of saying, no, she only said that to get you out of your fucking room.
So
No, no one was actually going to call public safety. We just said that so he would like not be a pussy and come talk.
we did try to listen in at the door to see if we could hear anything because we knew somebody was in there. And we couldn't
You,
hear anything. We were only there for 10 seconds. But
well,
when
I knew something was wrong by the way he looked.
yeah,
And
so,
honestly, the only
so
thing I regret is not breaking up with him first.
yeah, you should have. Well, so we go back to my room, and my room was not far from your room, but it was far enough.
It was a decent walk.
It was like a 5 minute walk. It wasn't far, but
Yeah.
you could do it in a couple. Um, we go back to my room. I sit down, immediately get a text, get over there now
hmm
from your friend. We book it over there. I never moved that fast. We didn't run, but
Yeah.
we damn near ran. We get there and you won't let us in.
Because at that time,
You also knew though we weren't going to leave until you let us in, and we knew you were
well,
okay.
at that, when she texted you that she, I had the breakup had already happened. I basically, at the very end, I'll also never forget this. He goes, so what do you want to do now? And I said, I want you to leave. Because we were in my room. I told him, I want you to leave. So he walks out, literally the last thing we ever said to each other, or that I said to him. Because every time after that, he just like ran away anytime he saw me, which I was proud of. I don't know what he thought I was gonna do because he was much bigger than me, but I don't know. I guess he thought I had an army of minions or something.
Oh, you had a handful of people there in about 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And there was a
So
couple more that would have been there.
pretty much as soon as he left, I called Abby. Like, I don't think she's ever heard me like that, and we've been friends for probably we've known each other for 17 years. Been friends for probably 10. And then I call her crying. That was when she texted you to get over there.
We sat on a swing for 20 minutes before you let us in.
Because I was crying. I was like, I don't want anyone to like see me see me
You
cry.
knew we weren't going to leave until we knew you were okay.
I know, and I was like, well, technically I am okay. It's just like a breakup. No
Yeah.
one's ever
Oh, yeah.
okay after
Well, we
that.
also didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you guys thought I got like fucking kidnapped or
We didn't
something.
know. We both had a weird gut feeling of something.
But he
It was weird. It was bizarre. We had the same feeling. It was like,
but
you need to go check on
I
that.
was like, no, I don't need more people to like see me like this or hear me like this. I am proud my ex, I did not cry during that breakup
Good.
while he was in the room.
What was funny though is me and Twitch are like outside the door in broad daylight
Yeah.
outside, and his dumb ass is sitting there in the lobby of your floor.
Yes. And I did not
He
realize that
saw us
because,
and he booked it to the third floor.
well, because I turned the corner to come let you guys in, and I didn't see it until I turned around that he was sitting in the lobby of my floor on the phone with Tati, who said she was going to call public safety on him. And apparently, what he told her was, "Oh, I regret it." Like
It was
basically
30
saying,
seconds after he did it.
yeah, like 30 seconds after we broke up. First off, go to your own floor. Like, so I know I don't own the floor of the building, but like, go to your
Yeah.
own room and do that.
Was this the
I don't
same
know.
night I was sitting on the floor and Casey pushed me over? And when he pushed me over, I farted real loud
Yes.
and I blamed
You
it
know,
on
it
him.
was the same night Casey showed someone a lesbian porn over FaceTime.
Yeah, he did do that. I forgot about that. Hey, but we cheered
Because
you up though pretty quick.
no, you guys were you guys were the best because you guys like knew clearly knew we broke up. I was not
Well, we knew you guys
doing
were gonna
great
break
after
up
that.
before
So
you
you
did
guys
that
were
night.
trying so hard to make me laugh after that.
You know what's
And
funny? That wasn't
I
even
felt
us
so
trying.
much better.
That was just me and Casey being me and Casey. There was no intentional dicking around or trying to be goofy. That was just us having fun.
You ripping ass. I thought it was Casey because he was in some like weird position that made it look like he was about to fart, or he said he was about to fart,
And then he
and
pushed me
you
over.
yeah, and you got pushed over and you ripped ass, and then you guys were blaming it on each other. I didn't know who did it,
You believe me. So it
and
was
then
clearly me. Because
and
he's
then
got the kind of gas that'll make a unicorn cry.
I found that out way after that. I would have known if it was him. But then there which flag did I have?
Happy
You
Miller.
guys yeah, I had a pink American flag with Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms holding like the fake gold guns. I was going to have my ex help me hang it up. I was like, because I'm not tall enough to hang it anywhere. You and Casey are both taller than me. So I pulled it up and I was like, I was gonna have him help me hang this. I've never seen you two move so quick in my life. You guys jumped up off the floor and you got that shit on the wall in like 30 seconds.
Damn right.
But yeah, and then it was a whole like mess weeks after that because he was telling people different things about me, and then he would just never contact me.
Yeah, he was.
There was always some third party involved that he was like, "Hey, tell her this," and then it was a mess. He was like calling me crazy to mutual friends we had before. It was
Yeah.
insane.
He blocked me immediately.
Hence why I have actually no, I've been single. Well, single in quotes since then. I've gone on dates.
That still counts as single.
I, I've had I've had a few talking stages, but never, you know,
Yeah.
boyfriend after
How the
that.
hell did we get to
I'm a little traumatized from that.
this? Was not on the rundown. How did we get to this?
Thing is, we did have a
We
rundown.
had a slight rundown.
We really didn't.
I mean,
We really did.
this was definitely not on the cards to talk about
Anyway,
tonight.
there's a lot more details we could go into, but
There's a lot.
I'm not. Yeah, that brings back a little PTSD for me. But
I
funny
tell
thing
you,
is,
I tell you what, me and Casey had fun that night. I know it wasn't fun for you, but we had a good time.
well, no, parts of it were fun, like Casey showing someone a lesbian porn over FaceTime for the literally first time. I don't think they had ever watched it before.
One of them for sure had, and the other one had. I guarantee you had.
I don't know. But that
I
happened
would
at
put.
one point. You farting in my room. It was just like, and then it was like I would be laughing, and then I would start to cry because,
You were laughing so hard.
well, that, but also like Tati would text me and be like, he's like losing his mind
I
now.
don't remember that part that night. I remember that the nights after, but I don't remember that night. We
Oh
were
no, she called
trying.
me a few times during then.
We were trying pretty hard to make you. We were. I don't know if we were trying because we weren't. We were really just being me and Casey, which is never
Yeah.
good when the two of us get on one at the same time. It's like when he decided he could only turn right.
Oh God. Wait, was it right or
It
left?
was right because you were scared to
It
turn.
was. No, I was. I fucking hate when he says that because
You were
I'm
scared
not
to turn
scared of
left.
left turns. He made a joke because it was the same. around the same time, I got in the accident, the car accident, and someone T-boned me on the driver's side. So they hit me on the left side
Right.
of my car, and we it was the same night we went to Hooters.
It was. Was this
I had
around?
never been.
This had to have been around Christmas time.
It might have been fall. I don't think it was Christmas yet.
You guys had already broken up, and it was like that was like mid-October.
Yeah, but I don't remember it being that cold out.
Oh, it was after Halloween. It was at Halloween time.
Okay. But
Uh-huh.
he made a joke at one point that night that I was scared of making left turns. So everywhere we went, he only made right turns
It
the
was
whole way.
just that day.
Literally, a trip that should have taken maybe like 25 minutes was an hour.
It should have taken 12. Like Hooters was not
I
far
was
from
like,
campus. You get right on the highway, you get right off the highway, you're there. It should
also,
have taken
how the fuck did we decide on Hooters?
we wanted
What
chicken.
were
I
we
don't know.
doing that day?
I don't know. We wanted chicken.
Is that what it was?
Probably. I don't know. I didn't question it. He said, "You want Hooters?" And I said, "Okay."
I wasn't the one that was like, "Oh, let's go to
I
Hooters."
don't
I
even
think
know
it
how you
was
ended up. I don't remember a lot of that day outside of the turn right, turn right, turn right, turn right.
I mean, I remember ass cheeks, titties, and turn right. I don't remember anything else
That
that
was a good
day.
day. Um, yeah, I don't remember. I just remember him ending up in a neighborhood doing U-turns,
Oh God. I am listening to Green Day too.
and then he farted.
Oh yeah, that was the day I almost threw up in the back of his truck.
You were hanging out the window.
No, I wasn't hanging out the window because he locked it. I couldn't put the window down.
So he used to drive me around a lot. And I would not get out of the car. I just like to hang
Yeah.
out and not get out of the car. And he would fart and I'd get out real quick.
No, we were on I don't know if it was a side road, but
It
he
was,
was like actively driving
oh yeah,
and he ripped ass.
I remember it.
I
I was
I
in the
had
car
never
too. I remember it.
I know, but you had experienced that smell before. I
Not
had
one like
not.
that I hadn't.
It I mean, my sinuses were cleared for a year
That was a
and
war crime.
I was I was starting to like gag and I was like, you gotta put the fucking window
He
down,
didn't
dude.
do it either.
No, he locked it. And I was like, dude, if you don't put the window down, I'm actually going to like fucking throw up in here.
He didn't do it.
He might put it down a little at one point. Or at least he put like your side down to air it out a little bit.
When me and him get on one of those, it's never good. Because I
I
was
mean, towards the end of the like right turn thing to get us back to Lindenwood, I was starting to get a little pissed off because I was like, okay, I'm not fucking scared of left turns. Just like give me home. It's like I just want to go home now.
you hung out with us the rest of the night.
Was that the same night we played football?
Yeah,
Oh, it was?
yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some fun, but
Yeah. Back in
yeah.
college. We went from
3 weeks ago for you.
PTSD to Hooters real quick.
Hey, it's never a bad thing to talk about Hooters.
Do you see in the news?
No.
Apparently they won't make it like family friendly
Why?
now. I don't know. They're changing the uniforms.
No.
I don't know what they're changing it to.
Nobody's gonna go there anymore.
That's just what I heard. Even as a straight woman, I agree with the men that say keep Hooters as it is. Do not make it family friendly.
It could be family friendly with boobs.
I mean,
It's all
they
natural sometimes.
it was also like did you just say it's all natural?
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm not good at telling or not.
So you weren't good when you remember when they played real or fake on the radio?
That was also like I didn't see the photos because it was radio. I
Uh,
mean, there are some like absolutely botched boob jobs that like they do not bounce or jiggle at all.
so I fell
So
asleep
then you're like, yeah, it's fake.
the other night. I fell asleep watching How I Met Your Mother because my Roku wouldn't plug into the TV, and I guess it was on E Network or something. Because I woke up watching Botched.
Which honestly, there are some episodes that's like I cannot watch because it's just like too gross, but it's not a bad show.
It's really not. I usually would have watched Young Sheldon in the morning if I have to watch cable.
I let's see.
If I have to watch something on cable, usually it's something on YouTube I'll watch. But
Yeah, I usually just put on like a YouTube video while I'm eating
I'm at
before
the
I go to
point
work.
where I've watched everything that I want to watch on YouTube.
Every new Mr. Beast video.
No, his are getting kind of dumb lately. They're too long and they're getting dumb. I
He
trapped this girl
spends
with 5 of her ex-boyfriends on an island. Good luck.
the thing is he spends so much money making the videos. He definitely earns that plus way
So
more
he makes
back.
so much money.
But at one point, is that just going to like get boring? When
It's
are people
gotten
going
boring
to
to
be
me.
like, okay, you're just repeating the same thing?
It's gotten boring to me.
Yeah, but for like little kids,
Yeah,
like what is his audience?
everybody.
Like what age demographic? Because I
Everybody.
know 60-year-olds are into like watching Mr. Beast,
Sometimes they are.
but I'm talking Target.
Probably kids now. It didn't used to be.
Yeah.
It
Because
used to
like
be. It used to be
kid
more. I don't know.
kids now like they're into Mr. Beast and the like high production videos.
Right.
When we were kids, we just watched
I bought a car with pennies.
well that, but also just like Minecraft videos, like
He
shit
didn't
that
really.
we
He
could
didn't.
have made ourselves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Like
watched.
low budget, just like headphone mic, play a video game.
Somebody told me the other day. He said that I've never played Minecraft before, but I've watched hundreds of hours of Minecraft videos.
Okay, I have.
I 100% have watched hundreds of hours of Minecraft videos in my life. That's
Oh, definitely. Like especially as a kid,
um,
literally my favorite video game.
it's still a great game.
And I work with two people. Now, to be fair, one of them is in their 30s, so like they didn't really play Minecraft because they weren't a
Well, it's the
kid.
highest selling video game ever. Dude,
Yeah, but they
I had this awesome world, and it was we paid for it to have the online server and everything. It was this awesome world. We spent hundreds of hours on it. Like it was awesome. We had
yeah,
Phineas and Ferb Tower. We had the Avengers Tower. Like we built this all in survival. I mean, we had a little bit of. We used like keep.
creative.
No, we didn't use creative. This was all built real. We used keep
Okay.
inventory. That's all we ever did was keep inventory, and we could teleport.
Yeah.
That's all we did. That's the only cheating we did because we wanted to have fun playing it. We don't play it to be serious,
Hmm.
but to have fun. We wanted to do it the right way, but not the full right way. Because if we didn't have to keep inventory on it wouldn't have been any fun for us.
Yeah.
Um,
There was
but so we had this awesome world, and I was trying to get back on it. There, I haven't played Minecraft in 5 years. I realized I was still paying for it.
how much?
$7 a month
Oh my, bro,
for
not
four
not
years.
listen, not sponsored. You need to like get Rocket money
Right?
because that's like where it tells you all the subscriptions that you're paying for.
It deleted my world.
Yeah, because you stopped paying.
No, I didn't stop paying. I opened it up to see if it was still there, and it was gone. And I saw a credit card charge.
What the fuck?
If you don't use it for 18 months, it expires.
So it just deletes
It
everything.
just deletes everything. You can't even look at like an old file of it. Everything was gone. Hundreds of hours.
I mean, like, okay, heartbreaking, but at the same time, you haven't been on it in how long?
Still, the only reason I kept it was because the stuff was so cool and like the chance that we might play it again one day.
Yeah.
That world was so cool.
Now I want to play Minecraft again.
We could start a server. That'd be fun. You
The
got
thing is,
weekend.
I don't
You
play it on, is it like, I forgot the word, but like if you
cross
play it
console.
on your computer, can I play on my Xbox and join?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
It used to not be like that.
You haven't played it
It
in
used
10
to be
years.
like PC only could play with other
Well,
PC
if it's
players.
one of the, I think Java is like that, but Bedrock isn't.
Okay.
Um, you have
I
weekend.
haven't played Minecraft in
You
forever.
have weekends off now. We can play Minecraft.
I don't have a headset, so we would have to like FaceTime
That's how
while we were doing it.
that's how I always did it. Was FaceTime or Discord.
I don't, I might have a Discord. I don't know.
Discord
If I
worked,
do, I made
but
it a long time ago.
Discord worked good because I could like if I was on my computer, I could share my screen so you could see what I was doing. I could get some.
Okay.
I could get some people to
I'm
play Minecraft on weekends.
I'm gonna see if I have a Discord. Also, me and one of my coworkers, we're the only two that have played Minecraft in the office. Now, one of them, like I said, in their 30s, wasn't like playing it when Minecraft was like peak entertainment for us.
Right.
And then the our other coworker, she's actually like 4 months older than me, maybe 3 months older, and she had never played Minecraft. And she goes, it just doesn't like sound fun to me.
It's
So
the
our
best game ever.
mission, no, our mission is to get her to play Minecraft.
It's the best game ever.
And I'm also trying to get her to play Sims because now Sims is free.
Oh, really?
Because it's been out for like 12 years at this point, Sims
Yeah.
4. So they just made it free, at least base game. And I was like, if you have a laptop, or I think it might even be free on Xbox or and PlayStation. But I was like, it's free now. Don't like play that shit because that's the only game I play until I
Never
find
played. I played Sim City.
like on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, because I now that I have a phone that actually has like storage on it, I've been looking for games to play. And I downloaded SimCity because I had that off and on for a while, and it's actually entertaining. Yeah, I downloaded Clash of Clans again, which
I haven't played that game in a long time.
I hadn't either, but it's actually very fun. I forgot how good it is.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
I haven't played that in years.
I well,
I hope that
I
comes.
played Clash of Clans and then I think I deleted that because they released Boom Beach,
Oh
which is
God!
which was basically Clash of Clans. I think it was the same
It
company
was
too.
Clash of Clans on the beach.
Yeah, and I started playing that.
Yeah, I had that. I had both of them for. I played both of them for years. I
Yeah,
remember
I
playing
thought
Clash
about
of Clans one time.
re-downloading Boom Beach.
I don't even think it's still around.
I think it is,
I don't know.
or there might be another version of it.
So one thing I want to talk about this week is airports.
Yes, but I've surprisingly done most of the talking today. You
You
go
have.
ahead.
You
This is
have.
your show.
Airports. One thing I've learned spending a lot of times in airports is, you know what the worst thing you have to do in an airport is?
He.
take a shit.
That was my next guess. Do I
It's
get half a point?
no,
It included the bathroom.
no, because I never have a problem getting when I have to pee, especially on these early flights. There's nowhere to shit. It's only happened a couple times, but there's like some of these airports don't have many stalls.
Okay.
And when you think about it, there's 180 people on a flight. There's 13 gates. There's 1,000 people standing right there. Six toilets is not enough
For like a whole airport?
for like a whole area. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, Midway is the worst one about this. Midway in Chicago is, and you always have long layovers there. It is the worst airport to poop at.
Never been to that airport,
It sucks.
so unfortunately cannot contribute to
It doesn't
that.
even have an Annie Ann's pretzels.
Hey, come to the casino. We have one.
Yeah, they don't have one there at the Midway Airport. All I wanted was pretzels, but they do have kind of a food court, which was kind of nice. But it was $18 for chicken tenders that weren't very good. But
How many chicken tenders, though?
4 or 5, I can't remember. They weren't very good.
With fries
Yeah,
and a drink?
no, my drink was $5 more.
Okay.
Um, I did kind of find a hidden bathroom at Midway.
A bush?
Yeah, yeah. No, I found one that was kind of hidden, that was away from the main terminal, so I didn't have a problem there. But typically, I mean, I had to wait in line with 5 guys waiting to shit one time.
Okay. Question. What do you mean kind of hidden?
Off the beaten path. I don't want to say where it is.
Okay.
I don't want to
I
say where it is.
I'm gonna need you to go into more detail after because I'm
It was a
curious.
bathroom. It just wasn't where you would look for a bathroom typically. There were signs for it and everything. It's just not where you would think the bathroom would be.
Okay, I maybe not hidden if there are signs.
There was nobody in it, which was surprising because there's always a lot of
Okay.
poopers at the airport.
Nope. I for a minute I was like, you just found a random room and went.
Well, it was a bathroom.
Or you went to the like employee only one that
I
was
did.
missing the
It's not like I was
employee
shitting in a
sign.
bush on a runway.
That okay, that was a joke, but it would also not surprise me if you did.
I've never had to do that. I'll tell you that much.
You've never shit in a bush.
Mm-mm.
That sounds like something you would do though.
I know. It's just, I've never had to, thankfully. Been
I
close,
mean,
but
it's been close.
I've been close to having to. I've puked in a bush. I've peed in a bush, but I've never
Yeah,
pooped.
well, you puked in a bush 2 times, which I saw,
Yeah, no, I puked in a bush way more.
among many other people.
I've puked in many bushes in my days.
Yeah.
I puked in my front yard. I puked in a bush at a bar, at many bars.
Well,
I don't
you
know places.
puked in the front yard of Casey's old house.
Yeah, I did do that.
Hmm.
I did do that.
Yeah, I think I missed that part because I went in the house to use the bathroom and then I walked out and I just heard someone yell, "He threw up."
Yeah, yeah, that was a fun night. That was a good time.
It was fun until I had to figure out how you weren't going to spread puke in my car.
I didn't get any puke in your car.
You didn't, but it was quite a process
You
of
put a bag
trying
on
to
my
do.
shoe. You remember?
We had to find a bag. At first, we did. Well, because everyone else is drunk, I'm the only sober one. And I don't know my way around their house that well.
It was a
So,
small house. There wasn't
so
a lot of places.
technically, it's a bunch of drunk people trying to help some other drunk person.
We got home safely. That's all that mattered in the end.
We did. No one got injured in the process.
Nope. And I didn't even. I don't remember getting from Casey's house back to school.
Well, do you remember driving to Casey's house?
Partly, I remember what I said.
Okay.
I remember all that. I knew I was saying all that. I don't remember the last car ride. That was a long day. We started drinking at 2 o'clock.
By we, I'm not included in that because
You
I
were
think I
no,
only had
you didn't have anything. I don't think.
no, I had a quirk at Casey's house.
I don't
And
remember.
I think that was the only thing I had that day.
I don't remember a lot of that night. I had a good time, and there was a lot of people there. I was talking to somebody
Okay.
earlier today, and about how I know a lot of people, and I can kind of get people to come out to things. I don't know if he was
Yeah.
talking about like if I ever get married one day, or like some kind of if I was doing something, I'd have a lot of people there because if I can fill a bar on a random Wednesday for trivia with people that I know, imagine what I can do with more time.
Oh God.
Imagine
No,
what I can do with like 2 weeks notice.
I was thinking because I'm watching Summer House and there's a couple on there and they're like wedding planning now, at least in the season I'm on. And I was thinking, because my other friend, she's watched it before, so I'm like telling her what's going on when I'm watching it, and she gives me like input. So they're planning the wedding, and we were talking about like if we were to get married, what were our like non-negotiables be? What would we need to have
Fried
at
chicken
our
and
wedding?
muscatoli.
That's definitely a Missouri thing. That I was like, even though I don't drink, I would need like an open bar.
I wouldn't come to your wedding if you didn't.
That, well, I also thought about that because my parents, they, my grandpa told them, hey, he pretty much said, the only thing I'm gonna help pay for or like completely pay for is an open bar. And he did. So everyone at their wedding got plastered.
So I was told about my grandparents' wedding. They went through 9 kegs.
9 cakes.
Nine,
Oh wait, yeah, you did tell me this.
9 kegs.
God.
Well, the whole frat came.
And that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's like open bar.
And this was an Animal House style frat, too.
Yeah.
I asked somebody I know the other day, I said, how close was your frat life experience compared to Animal House? And he goes, all exactly the same. I said, which one were you? And he's like, oh, I was Belushi. And he was all disappointed in himself.
And, no, you shouldn't be disappointed about that.
So I watched a Belushi movie for the first time in a long time the other day.
Okay, I thought you were about to say ever.
No, I haven't seen many Belushi movies, but I love Belushi.
Okay.
I watched Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Everybody is in that movie.
It's a good movie.
I mean, it's Aykroyd and Belushi. John Candy's in it. John Candy's one of the funniest people ever.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that was Carrie Fisher till the movie ended. And just all the blues musicians they had in it. Ray Charles is in it. Cab Calloway's in it. Aretha Franklin's in it. Like, there's some
Yeah.
stars in that movie. So,
I mean, it was a big movie when it came out.
what exactly? So, I know they're trying to save the orphanage, and they're putting the band back together to make enough money to save the orphanage. Why are the cops chasing them the whole movie?
Good question. Well, I feel
Why?
like every movie needs a little action.
But what did they do? I know that Belushi had been in and out of jail, and he was out. But like,
I haven't seen it in
I will say this:
probably 10 years.
I tried to watch the beginning of it on the plane going to Virginia. I
Yeah.
I was a little sleepy on the flight, and I was kind of falling asleep and like not fully paying attention. So I don't really know
Hmm.
what happened in the first 25 minutes. So I turned it off, and then I watched it again on Friday.
Let me Google it.
But I don't know the whole like the whole movie is about the cops chasing these guys. I know why the band got mad because they stole their gig, but why are the
I'm
cops
Googling it right now.
why are the cops chasing Jake and Elrod? Elrod's an interesting name. What did Belushi do? And do you know the scene in that movie when he's doing all the backflips up?
Okay. They attempt to arrest him for driving with a suspended license because
Oh,
of parking tickets.
oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. Uh,
I haven't seen that movie in probably 10 years.
well, there's a scene of Belushi doing back handsprings all the way down the aisle in the church.
Oh yeah.
That's actually Belushi.
Wait, he did those stunts?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
but that's why he's just so all around great because he was a physical comedian and he could sing.
Hmm.
He could sing well too. Apparently, that makes you like way more coveted as an SNL cast member if you can sing because you can do a whole lot more.
Think about like,
Sandler,
well, a lot of the SNL people, but also like,
Fallon.
no, like the Disney and Nickelodeon people, like Ariana
Oh
Grande.
yeah, they can all sing.
She was in Victorious, and now she is in Wicked, which is like the biggest musical ever.
Movie you couldn't pay me enough to watch.
Well, it started as a musical and then became a movie.
Couldn't pay me enough to watch it.
And then I actually might watch it because I've heard good things about it.
It's too freaking long.
How long is it?
It's like 3 hours.
Oh, well, watch it in like hour
I'm gonna
increments.
have to. I mean, I'm not gonna watch. I do like Wizard of Oz, but I'm not watching that movie.
But even Victoria Justice, she can sing.
They can
Didn't
all
really
sing.
have a music career. I mean, she had some songs come out, but
Even
then like Miley Cyrus from Hannah Montana.
that was the whole purpose of that show.
Well, I mean, kind of, but also like you would kind of expect her to sing because her dad was Billy Ray Cyrus, country musician.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky
Achy
heart.
breaky heart. Get
Just
copyrighted.
don't think you'd understand.
But
And if you tell my heart, achy
Zendaya,
breaky heart.
she had a
She
song or
didn't
two.
sing though. She was a dancer.
Well, she did have a song come out.
She didn't sing
It's
though. That
it's called
wasn't.
Replay. But Selena Gomez,
She could sing.
um,
Well, look at SNL though. Like Sandberg could sing, Fallon could sing, Sandler could sing.
yeah. Well, it's
Farley
also the
couldn't
question
sing,
of
but he
like
would sing.
people they can sing, but can they sing well?
Sandler can, I think.
Like
Now,
Ariana
now,
Grande,
now Farley could sing on when they wanted him to, but not well.
like Ariana Grande, even though I'm not a fan of her, she can sing well.
Yeah,
But also how much of the like childhood star acting singing, how many of them do they use for editing to make their songs sound good?
yep.
Now, Miley Cyrus, I think she can actually sing.
She has her moments.
I mean, when you can cover Metallica and sing with Metallica, I
One of
mean,
my
she put out a rock album, so I'll give her credit for that. Demi Lovato, also Disney, she can sing.
one of my favorite SNL sketches is Sandler singing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it the Hanukkah?
Well, that one. No, it's the one
Oh.
where Farley's dressed as a lunch lady.
Oh yeah.
That one's so funny. When he's dancing around and saying they're singing about Lunch Lady Land.
I'm
People
gonna have
say
to
that
go
original cast
back.
was the best, but man, the '90s SNL team was so good.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of those.
It's so funny. If you're bored, just watch like Lunch Lady Land, Band Down by the River, uh,
I'm
all
sure,
Norm's
I
OJ
mean,
stuff.
there's definitely like highlight
There is.
compilations on YouTube of
Watch
like the best sketches.
watch Norm's OJ stuff. It's so funny.
Uh,
And Timmy Meadows has a really good one too about OJ.
well, I kind of wish I was alive during the whole OJ thing, 'cause that like that correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of how the Nancy Guthrie thing was for us, that the media like purely focused on that for a long time.
They never found her, did they?
Like, no. It was like almost everyone in America knew about that.
What's your theory on her? What do you think happened to her?
I think somehow they took her to Mexico.
I think she was dead when they left the house.
I don't know if it was when they left the house, but she died not long after. She died within that first week or two.
I don't think she made it out of the house, honestly.
I think she did.
I think that I don't know even if they know it was Savannah's mom. I think it was just a nice house that they were in the middle of nowhere they thought they could rob easily. But they didn't really steal anything.
Yeah. No, they didn't take anything but her. And they were just asking for money.
The reason I don't even think they even were. I think they killed her in the house because there was blood in the driveway.
It wasn't a lot, though. It was like a
It was
few
so
drips.
why would there be blood in the driveway?
They probably hit her with something to get her
I
out of the
don't
house.
We'll never know what happened, I don't think. Some people have some crazy theories on it though.
Yeah, I feel like they somehow they took her to Mexico. They somehow got her out of the country.
Well, you could also go in the middle of the desert and nobody's around. Nobody will ever find you out there.
True.
There's signs out in the desert that Casey told me about that'll say next exit 72 miles. Stop here if you need to.
Yeah.
Like that's an hour 20-minute drive between exits. Like there's so much stuff out there and there's just nothing.
Hmm.
So it wouldn't have been hard for him to get away. We'll never know though, unfortunately.
But anyway, back to my point. Everyone in our like generation was like, "Oh my God, this Nancy Guthrie thing is going on." Everyone knew about it
Yeah.
and had theories about it. Like when our parents were alive, kind of their version was the OJ trial of
OJ
like
was on the
everyone had
rocks.
their theory of if he did it, if he didn't do it. Everyone watched the police chase on TV.
Yeah, going 38 miles an hour.
I mean, like, well, it was like, oh, he's a big star. They don't want to shoot him. Also, they didn't know if someone else was in the vehicle or not.
Who was driving? Wasn't it Al Cowlings or something?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever taken my phone out of the case before.
Man. I'm Googling who was driving.
Wasn't Cato. There was a clip I saw. You know Cato Kalin, the guy living in his guest house?
Yeah.
Well, he was on Celebrity Big Brother one time. Apparently, he's the celebrity. But he was on Celebrity Big Brother, and they said there's a big twist coming, and he goes, "Oh no, OJ's gonna be in the house."
It was Al Cowlings.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said was Al Callen.
Hey, I was just double checking.
Al Callings is part of the reason Norm got fired from SNL.
I
He
Loki,
was
I
friends with the
think
higher up at NBC, and the guy didn't like him.
because of I mean, Forward brought the Bronco back. They should just make it in white.
Those new Broncos are cool.
Oh, I've been in one, and it's insanely like it's so cool. I kind of wish I had one, but yeah, it kind of has everything in it. Are you good over there?
Not really.
Is it bedtime for you?
No, I'm good. I slept good last night.
Okay.
Slept a whole like 9 hours.
Wow.
I know, that's a lot.
Good for you.
That's a lot for me. I was tired though. I hadn't slept great the last week or so. I was out on the road and then I went straight to the lake. That was a long day, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, you
So
travel all the
there's
time,
something
so
different. Like Mondays are travel days and Fridays are travel days. And Mondays I'm good. Like I'm not tired until about 7 o'clock. I'm good. Even with the layover and the drive, I'm good. Uh
yeah.
there's something about Fridays after working all week and not sleeping well in the hotel usually. Some days are
Hmm.
better than others, but I don't sleep all that great in hotels. But there's something about it where I'm home and I'm like exhausted on Fridays.
Well, I mean, you get home from traveling.
Yeah, it's just like
It catches up to you.
being out all week and doing stuff and but really though, I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm sleeping fine. It's just not that good a sleep.
Yeah.
Like the kind that I wake up every couple hours. And it's not every
Oh
week like
God.
this, but those weeks when I wake up every couple hours are those are long weeks. It never fails. Those are busy weeks too.
Yeah.
But man, we had a long layover, a 2 hour flight to Midway, a 2 hour layover, and an hour flight home. It was a long morning, and we had to drive like 45 minutes to get to the airport. So it was a long morning, and I landed about 1 o'clock, and I took off straight from there to the lake. About two and a half
Which lake?
Ozark,
Ozark? Okay.
about 2.5 hour drive down to the Ozarks. Not bad. Hop on 70, good to go. I get moving. I'm supposed to be there. I think I got off the bus at like 1:30. By the time I got to my car, it's like 1:30. So I should have been there right about 4. Well, I had to stop and then I had to eat. And then everybody called me. I was like, can you go back to the store? It's like, fine. So I go back to the store and it was a never ending thing. And I was getting crabby because I was tired. It had been, at this point, it had been 12 hours of just nonstop traveling. Because
Yeah.
we left the hotel at 5, got there at 6, we're in the airport for a few hours. It was just a long day. And then I had to drive 2.5 hours, and then I finally got there, and I didn't get my nap
Oh, how were you?
on Friday,
You
dude.
needed your nap.
On Fridays, I need my nap.
Yeah.
I need my 2 to 4 hour nap on Fridays. I need it.
Okay.
I need that nap, brother.
Uh-uh. I'm
So
sure you do.
we got down there. We didn't go out on the boat or anything, or really even to the lake. But
I mean, could you see the lake from the
oh
house?
yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
It's a house on the lake. It was a
Okay.
nice
As
day.
long as you can see it,
Hmm.
I mean, I think it counts.
Dude, I am sunburnt bad.
Yeah, you showed me.
Oh, look at my
It's,
face. My face is red.
yeah, you turned into a lobster.
Just on my shoulder and my back. And sometimes I get like a rash from the sun, and it's so itchy.
Isn't that like a sign of sun poisoning?
Might be,
Of getting a rash?
but I get them all the time.
And I'm Googling that
No,
because
no, no,
that,
no, no. Do
that's
not
not a
Google that.
good sign, dude.
It goes away. It goes away. I'll be fine. Do not Google that because I don't
That
want to know.
that I'm gonna Google it for myself.
I
I
don't
won't
want to
tell
know.
you
It's
what
not,
it
I'm gonna
says.
think too. I'm not gonna sleep tonight if you tell me what it says. It just
I won't tell you. I'm
it,
gonna Google
it
it for my
It doesn't
reasons.
happen often, but it's happened before. It's not a big deal. But my back is there's a little rash on my back. It's a little itchy. It's a lot itchy. But that's also just kind of the sunburn. My back's always kind of itchy. But yeah, one day old Jakey's gonna learn to wear sunscreen. And
Okay, well, yeah, that's fucking why you get that shit because you don't wear
I wore
sunscreen.
some, I just didn't reapply.
Yeah, you need to reapply.
I kept thinking we were gonna go in soon, and then we didn't.
Even if you think you're gonna go in and just put it on in case.
So you know it was great. They got this somewhat nice pool that's like part of the condo, I guess for the
Yeah.
area. It was a cold pool. My brother threw my dad into the pool, and, you know
Did
that's
that cause a fight?
that's something. Oh, my dad still had a shirt on and everything. Like it was awesome. No phone.
Like fully clothed?
No, he had swim trunks on. He just didn't take his shirt
Oh,
off.
okay.
Dude, it was so funny because my brother's been wanting to do that since he was like 4.
I mean, he finally got his chance.
He got him and he got him good. It was so funny. Uh, and then they start wrestling in the pool. And if my brother could swim, he would have won. But my brother like side slammed my dad in the water. It was awesome. They were like wrestling in the water, and my brother picked him up and like full on side slammed him. And
So, full on wrestling match.
oh yeah, it was awesome. And my brother, when he gets drunk, he likes to wrestle, and it's annoying. But he really wanted to wrestle me in the pool, and I'm like, I'm not wrestling. I can't swim. One, and the water's too cold to wrestle. And
Yeah.
I'm fat. And I'm out of shape. I don't want to wrestle with him. He's gonna hurt me.
You're like, I have multiple reasons.
And
Don't touch me.
he's trying to go after me, and he got me in one of these he got me in a solid lock around the waist, and I was like, oh crap, this isn't gonna be good. I was like, try to move me. It's not gonna work. I'm too heavy for you. I got a good 60, 70 pounds on him. He
Yeah.
German suplexed me like I was nothing. Like full on German suplex me.
And you know what? I wish there was a video of that.
He got me good. He got me good.
I would love to see that.
But it's nice. I came home last night, late last night. It was nice to be in my own bed. I haven't been home in a week, so it was nice to be home. And I'm gonna be home for like 4 days. Then I'm going to Wisconsin, and then I'll be home for like an hour. Then I'm going to Florida for my cruise.
Where are you going in Wisconsin?
We're flying into Milwaukee. That's about all I know.
Okay. But you're not staying in Milwaukee.
We're a couple hours from Milwaukee,
Okay.
so we're going up there. So I'll be home this week, all week. Are you working this weekend?
But yes, I am.
Both days?
Saturday and well, late Sunday.
Oh,
6 p.m. to 12:30 a.m.
well, you'll get your weekends back here soon.
Yeah, I love it.
You'll have your weekends back
I
soon.
I mean, soon. I will say I I am very much going to miss the people. So I am planning a thing where all of us meet up because a lot of us don't work there anymore. So gonna plan a thing for all of us to get together on my last day.
I still keep in touch with people from the gym, and I haven't worked there in 4 years.
I mean, all of us have a group chat
Yeah.
together, and most of them I've already told, like, hey, I'm not, I'm leaving. I put in my 2 weeks, but I kind of knew I was gonna get the other job, but at the same time, I was like, I'm not putting in my 2 weeks until I get a call back
Oh
for
yeah, don't ever
sure.
quit until you know.
Unless it's a absolutely terrible job.
So I
And
gotta tell
this was not a terrible job,
oh,
but
I
it
uh
was the hours
I got a
and
text out of the
the
blue.
general public.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I know what you mean. I've that's why I quit working at the gym was the hours.
Oh, wait, I can kind of tell this story. I told you and Casey in the group chat.
You did? Oh, Yeah.
I can
They
kind
went.
of tell this because personally don't know the people. But I I was at the casino that I work at, and I see this guy. He's acting kind of weird. He was on a substance that starts with a C, and he's with this woman who definitely not dating or married.
Lady of the night, if you will.
Yep, and probably most likely not cheap because of just the way she looked. And I see them walking, I see them go down the hall towards like the hotel, and there's bathrooms in that hallway. So I was like, okay, maybe they're together. I don't know. Like, not really gonna pay attention to it. Keep, keep doing my job. And then all of a sudden, I was kind of stationed by security, and I hear someone, a random person, go up to security that's next to me and say, there is, or at least said something like, there sounds like there is a sexual act going on in the bathrooms, and points towards the hallway that those two people walked to.
They don't like fucking in the bathroom at the casino.
So, yeah, I know the security guard. He always messes with me and we joke back and forth all the time. So he goes, okay, like, I'll walk down there with you and show me where this is. And so he leaves with this person. About a minute and a half later, I hear the other security guard radio, and it was the same security guard, and he goes, "Hey, can we get a female security guard that can enter the women's bathroom?"
Oh Lord.
So one of the other female security guards, they come out, they head towards that same hallway, and wait, probably like 10 minutes later, the first security guard, the guy, comes back, and he's laughing, and eventually I don't have anyone in my line that I'm dealing with, and he, he comes up to me and he goes, I don't really have to tell you this, but like, this is just a funny story for like you to know. He's like, I can tell you're bored, so just like, you know,
Yeah.
here's information for the day. And he tells me, and he's like, yeah, there was a essentially a oral sexual act going on in the women's bathroom near the hotel. And I was
Why not
like,
just go into the hotel at that point?
I don't, maybe he didn't have a room, I don't know. But I was like, can you, or I said, I think I know who the people are. Like, can you describe them to me? And like, to see if we're thinking the same people.
Hookers and blow.
He exactly describes the two people I saw walking towards the bathroom. And I was like, yep, I saw them walking towards there. Did not think they were going to do anything in the bathroom,
Well, little did you know,
but
pal.
I was like, because they walked out of the casino floor, and I was like, okay, he's acting a little sketchy, but
Going on
they're
just a bunch.
sketchy, like they're sketchy people all the time that don't cause an issue.
Yeah, it's a casino. Of course, it's.
So he's, I mean, he's telling me, he's like, because I asked, like, oh, are they banned from the property? Because if they are, it'll show up for us and be like, hey, if these people show up, we cannot give them anything. Like, we have to call security to escort them out. And he goes, right now they're not banned. We just escorted them. And I was like, and later that day, I think someone died that night also. And that all happened in one day. Because,
Sounds about right.
yeah. And it was just funny because he goes, yeah, we've had stuff happen like that, but it was like in a hotel and it was always suspected. So if it's suspected, we can't really do
Oh, they
anything.
caught him full fucking.
Oh, well, it was, they were doing it in the bathroom stall. But you could, I mean, you,
Evidently loudly.
if you know the noise people make during that, you know what's going on. And eventually the female security guard comes back, and I know her too. And she goes, honey, you won't believe what I just saw. I just started laughing, and I'm like, no, he told me, and I do not need any more detail than
You need all the
what
details.
was going on. So, yeah, that happened. And that was early in the day, too. That was around like 1, I think.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. And
Never anything like that.
later than later that night, one of our other guests came up to us and was like, "Yeah, there's a lady not breathing at a slot machine." And we were like, "Well, did someone get security? Because technically we can't deal with that." And he's like, "Oh yeah, they're attending to her right now." High possibility that person did not make it out alive,
Hey, Stefan.
which technically that would be like the third person that has died while I've been there. So
Speaking of that,
I
um,
essentially I work in a prison because also that day I had two people fight in my line, like almost get in a physical altercation.
hey man, that happens. Speaking of people dying, Kyle Busch died this past week.
Yes.
Number 18,
Mm-hmm.
completely out of left field.
It was sepsis from
Sepsis from an ammonia
pneumonia.
that a sinus infection caused that could have been prevented if he didn't race, from what I understand.
Okay, I didn't hear
That's what
that
somebody told me. I
he
don't know this
didn't
for certain.
race.
This is all alleged. But from what I heard, the pressure from racing caused the sinus infection to get worse. And if he would have not raced or not gotten in the
Okay.
simulator, he would have been. I don't want to say he would have been better, but it wouldn't have been the. I don't think the sinus infection would have progressed as bad.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a sad situation though, because
Yeah.
he was supposed to race in the 500 yesterday, I think,
I think he was.
because he
They
won his
they
last
did
race.
they honored him at the
Oh,
Indy 500 though.
yeah, that was cool. His son was trying so hard not to cry.
Hmm.
That was sad. And then people got mad
Yeah.
at Bubba Wallace for standing on the infield, paying respect to his friend.
They got mad at him?
The internet did, because
Well,
it's
I
stupid.
mean, fuck the internet.
Yeah. Some Swedish dude won the 500 from what I saw. None of us really, neither one of us really watch NASCAR, but you
I
know who Kyle Busch is.
well, yeah, I heard the name, but I didn't watch the Indy 500.
There's a couple numbers. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about NASCAR, but I know number three should never race again, and number 18 should be retired too.
I don't know who those numbers are.
Dale.
Oh, Dale?
Dale was three. Kyle Busch was 18. And then he was
Oh,
eight. But three should be the number three should never be right. It shouldn't. From what little I know about NASCAR, number three should stay with Dale. Because Junior said on his podcast, he said that there's a Richard Petty's running it with somebody, a kid named Austin something,
okay.
and Dale Jr. said every time now he drives past a house that's flying a number three flag, he's only 98% sure that it's for his dad. I promise you, if somebody is flying a number three flag outside of their house, it's for Dale.
Yeah.
There's there's no chance anybody else is. If I had a NASCAR flag up that said number three, even if I was a brand new NASCAR fan, it would still be for Dale.
Do they retire numbers like they do in hockey and football?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like if they did, they would have retired number three.
I don't know if they do or not. I think it might be up to the team.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about NASCAR to.
I don't either. I
It would be
know
you,
Richard
you would really
Petty and Dale, but I
it
could
would
not
be
tell you their number or
it would be
team.
it would be really hard to retire numbers because there's only 99 numbers they can choose from, and there's
Yeah.
40 people racing at a time, so it's hard to retire a number.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know. I think if any number should be retired, it's three.
Hmm.
He should still be alive today. There's no doubt in my mind he should still be alive. If he would have put that safety thing in his car, he'd still be alive. But he was grandfathered.
Yeah.
He was grandfathered in and didn't have to, and he hit the wall, he died.
That's why I don't I don't like NASCAR because I don't like how fast they go.
I
Like the
don't
whole time it's on and I see it, I'm like someone's gonna like crash and die.
those are the best drivers in the world. They know what they're doing.
Oh,
And
I have no doubt,
a
but the
lot
whole
of
time
times if they're wrecking, it was on purpose. Somebody
the whole
caused
time
the
I'm like if one of them crashes, like someone's dead.
No, they don't die anymore.
Like it causes me so much anxiety, I can't
There's
watch it.
I talked to some people we know that are big NASCAR people.
Hmm.
Um, our radio station friend that was in charge of the radio station.
Yeah.
He's a big NASCAR fan, and I'd asked him about it, and he said after Dale died, nobody really dies anymore because there's so much safety stuff put in there.
Yeah.
Like you might get banged
But
up, but you're gonna be okay.
just in my own mind, I'm like I I can't watch it.
Yeah, it's stressful, I'm sure. Oh, what else happened? I don't know.
Well, how really?
That's about all I got. Jordan Walker hit another home run yesterday or 2 days ago. He's second in the league,
Okay.
and he's still a 74 overall in the video game. He's hitting 320 with 17 home runs, and yet he's a low rated guy in the game. But
I will say
that game's
there
so
are
fun.
there are some nights where I get bored and every Indiana Fever game is now on a national television. So
Really?
I've been so I've been watching that when I can. Most of the time I work nights and they always play like the nights I'm working, so I can't have it on. But the few nights I can watch it, it is very entertaining.
Caitlin's so good. Are Lexi and
I
Sophie back too?
Oh yeah, both of them are back. Trace Leaches are back. But I did you can bet on Indiana Fever. So I
You can
won
bet on
like
competitive pooping if it was a thing. You can bet on anything.
I won $10 off of
Oh.
Sophie Cunningham the other day.
Would you bet 10 cents?
No, I bet I don't know how much. I actually no, I think it was like $15. I don't
What
know
if you
how
punch,
much I put down though, but it
what if you
was
punch somebody in the mouth? Yes.
but it was but I mean it looked like it was gonna come close to that. But no, I bet for her to get 10 plus points. And she was at like because it was a live bet, she was only at like three or four at that point. And then she got a bunch of free throws that counted towards those 10.
Mhm.
And then she got a massive three-pointer. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm winning that money.
We won. I didn't put any money on it, but when I went to that Pelicans game, we won $100.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the NBA is like nearing its finals. I don't know who's in it though. I
Spurs,
think it's
Knicks,
coming to the finals.
Cavs, and somebody else.
Okay, I knew the Cavs were in it because I saw the clip of Kelsey and Taylor Swift, and Kelsey's like on the Jumbotron and chugging a beer, and Taylor Swift just looks like mortified.
Well, she knew what she was getting when she married him.
I don't think they're married yet.
I don't know, but I I don't know what's going on, but the WWE and ESPN have this BS partnership, and Danhausen is messing with Stephen A. Smith constantly, and I think he cursed the Knicks, then he uncursed the Knicks, and then he uncursed them, and they won 8 straight. So I don't really know what was going on with
He
that.
needs to curse them again because I don't like any New York team.
I don't know what the whole situation was. But something's going on. Danhausen's doing great things. He's making a monster right now in his lab on SmackDown. He had the midgets.
I I have questions, but
Well,
I feel like that's going to go down a rabbit
you
hole.
know how he had the cloning machine that I told you about, and the midget Danhausen came out.
Yeah.
Well, he said he did some calculations wrong, and he's trying to fix it so he can have a giant Danhausen.
Okay.
And then on SmackDown last week, it's the only thing I saw from SmackDown. He came in. He was in this like back room, and Nick Aldis gets told we're having power issues. I think it's coming from that room. And he walks in, and Danhausen's got his whole like crack lab going.
Crack lab.
He's got his whole thing going, and Danhausen just disappears. And Nick Aldis tries to touch his monster, and Danhausen yells at him from across the room, "Don't touch that!" He he's so ridiculous. He was trying to find a tag team partner, and then he realized he could find one, and he gets up and he runs in front of the camera and goes, "Vroom." He like Naruto ran and went, "Noof." He's making
Oh
noise.
God.
He made like sound effects. That guy is so funny.
Do you remember when people raided Area 51?
Yeah.
Like it was a joke online.
Uh,
Like, oh, on this day we're gonna show up to Area 51, and a bunch of people actually did.
Bunch of stupid people.
I mean, I don't think anyone was arrested though.
No, because they didn't get far enough.
But there were actual like news reporters there that were like, yeah, people are here. They showed up.
They sure did. Well, I think that's about all I got this week. We'll have an episode next week, and then we may have to miss the next week to 2 weeks, depending on how things go.
Yeah, we are not sure yet.
Oh, Jackie's going on vacation, and he won't have Zoom access.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the middle of an ocean.
Yeah, and I'm not doing a podcast while I'm on a cruise.
Yeah, it'll be a little break for us.
Mhm. A week to 2 weeks. We're not sure yet because depending on when I get back and how willing I am to record.
Yeah,
So, well, we'll see how that goes. And cruise is gonna be
just
fun.
keep checking the podcast page.
Yeah, because we don't post on our Instagram page hardly ever.
Yeah, yeah, keep checking Spotify or Apple
One day,
wherever you listen.
one day we'll get more active on social media.
One day.
Well, now you have weekends off, so we can actually hang out again.
Yeah, not yet. Not
We
yet.
will. I mean, we haven't
Uh,
really, outside of recording, we haven't really hung out in a long time.
no.
That didn't have a ulterior motive like podcasting. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time we hung out without podcasting.
Probably, I
Uh,
don't know. It would have been
my
like
birthday.
over. maybe over. Well, your
My
birthday.
birthday was the last
But
time.
does that count as ulterior motive?
How about maybe going on the boat? Last time we went on the boat in like October.
Yeah,
I guess that was the last time we actually hung out that wasn't podcasting.
yeah.
We used to hang out like every day.
Well, that was because we were in college. We
I know.
lived 3 minutes away, technically.
It took longer to drive than it did to walk to your dorm
Yeah.
because you had to go the back ass way to get there. So, all right, well, we're gonna wind this down, and I guess we'll see y'all at some point next week. Don't know what day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that range.
We'll figure it out.
Until then, we will see you all next time.